Well, a very good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Whilton Mill, event 9, penultimate event of 2025. It seems like a whirlwind this season, but second part of our Whilton Mill back-to-back weekends set of action. And this weekend, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 British champions will be crowned here at Whilton Mill. It is the final weekend for all of our IAME categories and, of course, Honda Cadet as well. Honda Cadet out on circuit at the moment for one of their practice sessions. We're going to take the next 25 minutes or so to get you up to speed, the preview ahead of this weekend's action. And as the IAME Water Swift restrictor drivers start to come in for another one of their practice sessions, we'll start with them. Championship scenarios. It's a double header again. So we had the single header, of course, back at Kimbolton. We're back to the normal format for our IAME runners. So it's a round, full championship round on Saturday, and then repeat again on Sunday. In terms of IAME Water Swift Restricted, LBJ Stubbs very much the leader in the championship at the moment. We're going to start talking a little bit about drivers in terms of attendance points as well. So by my calculations, Albie just needs the bonus 20 championship points for attending every single round of the season so far, and he is champion. We'll have a quick word with Albie whilst he's getting ready for a practice session. Albie, this must be a pretty good feeling ahead of the weekend. Not too much pressure. No, you've just got to pick up those 20 bonus points for being at every single round, and you've got your first British title.
Yeah, hopefully we should get it, but I'm still going to race and hopefully I can take the win.
And that's the thing, like, you've had such a good season, you want to get that as many race wins under your belt as possible.
Yeah, hopefully I can win tomorrow and Sunday, and then I only didn't win at GYG, I think it was.
The story of Kimbolton was very much how it felt like some of the other drivers have been catching up to you and teammate Bodie Batch. Does that give a little bit of pressure to keep that run going for the team?
A little bit. Like Ben at the club rounds last weekend, he was really fast. Bodie, he struggled a bit last weekend, but I think he'll be there.
Good stuff, Albie. We'll see you out there on circuit. Jaden McElhenney as well, going for a third place in the championship. Patrick Wood, definitely a driver to keep an eye out for as well. Had a very good run at the recent Whilton Mill Kart Club event. That, of course, was 2 weeks ago. Last week we were here for our British Champs event for the road tax categories. Louis Williams-Mouse. Louis, all going well today so far?
It's been all right, but it's been a good day, but hopefully we can do better in this session.
And you've had a chassis change as well, back on the Intrepid. What's the thinking for that decision?
Well, we left Gary Parker Motorsport, our engine builder, because he's the one who bought that for us, but now we've left him, we're back on the Intrepid and we're going pretty well.
Good stuff. We'll see you out there for the heats later today. If you're watching during the live broadcast, of course, we'll be back with that second round of heats shortly. Logan Hodgetts, another one of the drivers, looking for a good weekend. So that was well timed. That wasn't planned at all. But for IAME Water Swift Restricted, that's their scenario going into this weekend. IAME Water Swift, of course, next up. That one is still very much up for grabs. This is one I reckon could be decided on Saturday. Austin Newstead is your championship leader. He's got 30 points over his nearest rivals, being Colby Patterson and Austin Gibson. So at least per my calculations, should stress that's not official calculations, always trust our friend Ian Rogers up in timing, he needs another 65 championship point score. If he gets a P1, whether it be a final win, an intermediate classification, top spot, that's it. That's title done for Austin Newstead. But as I say, the likes of Patterson, Gibson, George Clark still actually has a mathematical chance. I mean, he needs a lot of things to happen, but they're going to be keeping him honest, I feel. George House as well, we should welcome into this paddock as the new IAME Euro Series champion for the X30 Mini category. He can't win the British title, he's just a little bit too far back, but expect him to have a good weekend. Junior X30 as well. Riley Cranham, similar story to what we've been talking about with LBJ Stubbs and the restricted category. It's get those sign-on points, get those attendance points, and that should be things done. But George Edgar wanting to hold on to second place, that's going to be a keen battle between himself and Aaron Richardson. But I'm quite glad to say that seniors, that's the one that's really open. You've got 3 drivers, Freddie Lloyd, Gus Lawrence, Harrison Whitcomb, all still very much in with a chance of winning the title. And it's close enough that if all of them have, a stellar weekend, win everything, it's kind of winner takes all in Senior X30. Honda Cadet as well, also still quite open. Archie Loveridge has the early advantage. Right, that is all of your stories in terms of rough championship scenarios. Let's go over what's been going on today here at Whilton Mill. We'll start with Croc Promotion. Gable Stilt looking really quick earlier on in the first practice session, third in the second practice session as well. Lewis Bird looked very calm and steady and poised to me, especially through the final chicane. He broke up into the top 10 in the second round of sessions. Sam Branson as well, consistent pace, 11th and 13th. We'll actually have a little quick chat with Sam if that's all right. Sam, very familiar with this circuit. The team knows it well. How much are we rating this weekend on chances of getting a good result?
We should be alright. I haven't been out in a while and just getting back into it really, but I'm fast around here. I know I am from the O plate last time, so fingers crossed, it'll be a good weekend. And so far, the clouds playing ball as well. It's hopefully going to be a little bit warmer than it was for the other lot last weekend. Looked at the forecast, it's got a bit of rain on Sunday maybe, but tomorrow looks dry, so that's what we got to focus on first. And as the wider team as well, we were just mentioning Gabe looked pretty quick earlier on the fresh tyres in FP3. Does that give a bit of a boost to this squad? Yeah, hopefully give us some good confidence for the weekend, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Good stuff. Thanks for talking to us. Thanks, Sam. And yeah, we will keep an eye on Croc Promotion. As I say, they do know this circuit very well. Sorry, that's not getting in the way of Bodie Batch on his way to his next practice session. Let's talk Fusion. Could of course be a very big weekend for the Fusion ranks. We'll start with today's efforts. Miami Water Swift category. Austin Newstead fastest in session number 2, of course championship leader, and is still in very good form as well. Second at Marienburg last week to wrap out a top 3 in the European standings. And well, you've been shoved in here by Alfie Davidson. Austin, it's looking good at the moment, but still a bit of a job to do.
Yeah, obviously at the minute I'm leading the championship, so hopefully I can keep that for the rest of this round. Obviously I've still got to do good in these next 2 rounds.
And for the others as well, you've got a teammate in here in Ozzy Gibson who's going to be going for it as well. How will you be focused on their results? Will you be focusing on their results at all?
No, not really. I'm just going to focus on my race, come as high up as I can, and not worry about the championship and just worry about one race at a time. Good stuff, Austin. I'll let you get back to preparations for the next one. Should also keep an eye on Mason Hibbert this weekend. Mason had a really good run last week at Marienburg. So I think, yeah, it's only fair, Alf, that you shoved Austin in, so we're going to talk to you now. Alfie Davidson, a good place for you. This one in Miami Water Swift Restricted last year. Are you feeling ready to go?
Yeah, hopefully we can win both days, and then if we win both days we can get top 3 in the championship.
How big was that Kim Bolton result as well, kind of getting back on track and proving what a lot of people have thought for a while, that you've got the capabilities to win in this division?
Yeah, big, just to win a British round in a bigger class, new class, well not new class but different class than what I restricted last year, to win the British last year, and then to get top 3 hopefully this year is really a massive achievement for me. How important is it to you as well of keeping momentum going? Obviously it's the last round of the last rounds of the British this weekend, but there's still racing to go after this. Hopefully trips to IWF for a lot of the drivers in this awning. Do you think about that long game as we go towards into the autumn? No, not really. I'm not going to be racing the IWF. I'm going to do a few dirt car racing that Brandon Carr's doing over there in America, so I'm a bit gutted, but we'll see. Next year we'll go and hopefully we can end up with a win.
Best of luck out for the weekend. Oh, that sounds really interesting. A bit of racing with Brandon over in the States. As I say, that's pretty much the story in the smaller categories covered, but of course you've got the juniors as well. Who did best? Probably Aaron Richardson, 2nd and 4th earlier today in the 2 timed X30 junior sessions that we've got data for. Sukmani Kira continuing her very good form in recent weeks, had that tremendous run at Kart Masters, which on balance I think Sukmani deserved a much higher final result, but that's not how racing works sometimes. But keep an eye on Sukmani this weekend. She knows this circuit very, very well indeed, and that showed 4th and 6th in her practice sessions earlier on today. Aaron Richardson, as we mentioned, in a very, very keen battle with George Edgar for 2nd place in the championship, and just behind as well there you can see the GP kart of Riley Cranham. Riley, I think we will see Riley race on Saturday, or at least qualify on Saturday. Whether we see him on Sunday, he'll probably have everything, mathematically sewn up by then. The reason, for those of you who are new, why do we see champions not necessarily run every single race? It's disqualifications. Not saying that they're going to get disqualified, of course, but if in the short or small chance of getting disqualified, you have to carry the 0 point from a disqualification. You can't drop it. Remember, it's 4 drops that everybody has across the course of the season. But that changes if you get a disqualification. So, mathematically, you can have a driver who's sealed the championship, and then if they go out and they get a 0 score because something's happened out there, they then lose the championship. So that's why we sometimes talk about drivers who are a good way ahead in the championship going, do you know what, I'll sit this last race or two out as the season comes to a conclusion. To note as well, actually, Riley struggling for a little bit of pace earlier on today. He's had another growth spurt. 17th and 15th for Cranham earlier on today. I should mention in their senior ranks as well, no Harrison Mackie here this weekend. William Andrew was probably their biggest hope, 7th and 9th for them earlier on today. Let's talk Excel Motorsport. As I say, we've pretty much covered things in IAME Water Swift Restricted already for them. LBJ Stubbs quickest earlier on today. They've got a good number of runners still, of course, in the Water Swift category. George House, we've mentioned, 5th in his 2nd practice session earlier on today. Other hopefuls out for them. I'm gonna make out Ethan Owen, 13th and 14th for Ethan Owen earlier on today, and Colby Patterson we should mention as well. Can still mathematically win the title, but if it's not going to be the title this year, if he's not able to get over that points haul of Austin Newstead, Colby Patterson's still very much going to be wanting to get 2nd place. So that is going to be a story to keep an eye on, and Patterson was 2nd in FP4 earlier on today. Moving up the awning, apologies, we're probably not going to be able to get all of the awnings in on this particular programme, but we will endeavour to do so later on in the weekend. Let's actually have a very quick chat with George House. New IAME Euro Series champion, got it done in the heats. Another really good weekend at Marienburg. How proud are you to be to coming back into this British paddock with that title?
I feel really proud of it. I'm ready for this round to try get top 3 in the championship. Seeing as I don't really think I could win it in this championship because of the points difference. So I'm pretty confident we can go for a top 3, and And it's going to be a competitive race as well. This story that's gone on across the course of the season, the Excel Motorsport team, the Fusion Motorsport team, JGR, all of the others really getting in there in IAME Water Swift. What do you think is going to make the difference to get on the podium here this weekend? Well, there is a lot of drivers from different teams, and it will definitely be difficult for us and everyone really to be fighting against each other. But I think if we just concentrate and go through it, and then we could get like a good position, I think. So.
Absolutely. George, thanks for your time. We'll let you get ready, and well done once again on sealing yet another British driver winning one of the IAME Euro Series titles. JGR, of course, is where we saw the winner of the mini category at the European level last year. Their best hope for this weekend, Isaac Sayer back in. Isaac Sayer could still get a good final position in the championship, was in the top 10 in seniors earlier on today. Benjamin Schlivar, not in the awning at the moment, but we will mention that he was 2nd fastest in FP4 and won the recent Whilton Mill Kart Club round here. So Benjamin Schlivar has been improving across the course of the season, could be on for a very, very good result. Now, something new for this weekend, something new for the British Kart Championships paddock is Miami M1 Bambino. We've seen Bambino competitions before. We saw like the Mighty E's at PFI earlier on in the season, but this is the first time we've seen the the M1 Bambinos. We are going to have a driver come on in. Now, as a new driver, what we have to do is we have to introduce ourselves to the ladies and gentlemen back home. So what's your name? Which kart number are you driving? And how much do you love Bambinos?
My name's Shay. I really like my Miami and my number's 51.
So Shay, how's practice gone today? Has it been good?
Yeah, pretty good.
And how many races have you done in your number 51 kart?
Probably a month now.
Longer than a month. An experienced driver in the Miami M1s. What are you hoping for? What would be a good result on the end of Sunday?
Probably second.
Second. Okay, so we're going for a podium. What things have you been working on? What's the hardest bit about this Whilton Mill circuit?
Like the hardest bit is like getting like staying on them. And like seeing if there's anything in front while getting straight past them.
Very good. Well, Shay, thank you very much for talking to us. We'll see you later on in the weekend, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Very well spoken there from Shay, and yeah, great to have the M1 Bambinos in with us this weekend. More times coming in as we will do more of kind of the build-up of the Miami M1s in terms of who's looking strong tomorrow. We will stay with them though because I have been requested to come into the RCE tent. This is where a lot of the Miami M1 Bambinos are. I can see a little bit of coaching going on in the corner with our main man, the karting coach, and we'll have a little chat about what are the drivers learning at the moment.
Eating pot noodles.
Eating pot noodles, does it make it quick? They make them quicker?
It definitely makes them quicker, yeah.
How good is it to be in the paddock this weekend for this Bambino Cup?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Just the development to see where we can end up in the future.
And I say it's a decent grid as well. I think we've got about 11 or 12 of them out on track this weekend.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
How many of them in here?
We have 5 in here this weekend.
5 indeed. So lots going on. I think we're going to have a little chat with Briella, if that's okay. Briella, we saw you earlier on in the season at PF International. What do you like about driving the M1 Bambino?
I like it a lot.
Is it speedy?
I love Miami now.
And practice, has the practice been good?
Yeah, it has.
What's your favourite corner around this circuit?
Christmas corner?
Christmas corner, that's where you can overtake, can't you?
That's my favourite place to overtake.
Fantastic. Briella, best of luck for the weekend. I say, really good to see some new faces in the paddock here this weekend. Just trying to find where our RC runners are in my list. Looking out for Logan Edwards, I think, a top 3 in both of the sessions so far today. So yeah, that was very, very good. As I say, I don't think we're quite going to be able to get round all of the awnings today, so we'll pick up the pace a little bit as we go around the corner. Should note as well, Archie Cannon. We'll try and catch Archie tomorrow, but that's another new Apollo. We've been talking about one for Margaris Kovetskis, who is here this weekend as well. But good to see another Apollo out there. Should mention, Margaris is right down the bottom in one of the garages. Another driver, we've been talking a lot about the championship contenders for Miami Water Swift. Keep an eye on Kovetskis. Won the Whilton Mill Kart Club race here 2 weeks ago, so there's good form there for Kovetskis as we go forward. Ambition Motorsport, of course, they'll have a big hand in Honda Cadet. I think they're all out on circuit at the moment. Championship leader Archie Loveridge going into this one looking pretty good, fastest throughout all of the sessions. Has had this amazing run in the finals. Let's see if that can continue. I just want to see if Gus Lawrence is around, because Gus Lawrence, yes, he is over here. One of our 3 contenders looking to try and hold on, of course, to that number 1 plate that he's won the last 3 years on the trot. Was also racing last week in the States in the Miami Grand Nationals. Had a really good performance there. Gus, this is it. Trying to hold on to that number 1 plate. Lloyd, Whitcomb right on your tail. What are we thinking going into this weekend?
Obviously, it's quite close in the standings from what I understand. I need to have a little look at the drop scores and stuff because that can work in your favour. And just take every race as it comes, try and go out there and win, really, because that's what we're here to do.
And still really enjoying the racing as well as competitive as ever.
Oh yeah, of course. I wouldn't be here otherwise. It's been a difficult year this year, probably the hardest year, to be honest, I think. Obviously juniors coming up, it's their second and third year in it, so they get the feel for it. And then, I remember when I was that age, so you're definitely fast at that age, so it's just just down to me to try and do the best job I can.
Not too jet lagged from last week?
No, not really, no, a little bit. It's been 4 or 5 days now, so it's I'm all right.
Good stuff, Gus. Thanks for your time, and we'll catch him later on in the weekend, of course. Good to talk to our reigning British champion at the start of this busy weekend. Will he still be our reigning IAME X30 senior champion come Sunday evening? You can only find out here on the Alpha Live YouTube channel. The sound you can hear behind me is the OMS racing machines firing up. Now, something I noted earlier on today is the OMS has looked very, very quick on fresh tyres. We'll have a very, very quick chat with Oscar Kenny. Oscar, noted that the likes of yourself, Chester Forks, all looking really, really good fresh out the blocks. Do you think that could be good news for qualifying tomorrow?
Yeah, hopefully we can go with each other and see how it goes.
And over the last few weeks as well, the OMS team going forward, causing a few surprises out there. Do you reckon a podium's potentially on the cards in one of the finals this weekend?
Yeah, definitely.
Good stuff. Oscar, I'll let you go, getting ready for one of his sessions. There's the number 73 of Archie Loveridge. That's, I say, been looking pretty quick so far today. That could very well be your Honda Cadet champion cars at the end of the weekend. Should note as well, of course, the top three all running Motorsport UK pooled engines. We're not going to step into BMR because they're playing disco tunes from many, many years ago. So we'll leave them for today. But we will mention that Archie Owen looked pretty quick earlier on today in X30 Junior, P3. Mick Barrett Racing's another team that we need to keep an eye on this weekend. We've talked about George Edgar already, second place in the championship in X30 Junior, looking to at least hold on to that second place spot and looking really quick in practice earlier on today was the FIA Gold medalist. Who else? In Max Ewell. Actually, Max Ewell, the fastest lap time of anyone in X30 Junior earlier on today. So could well be some very good results once again for... George is smiling at me, so I'm going to have a little chat. George, just saying...
Former driving experience.
I don't think we've got time to... We'll hold that one for tomorrow. Practice pretty solid. First, second in the two sessions that at least I've seen the times for so far. 3 final wins so far this year. Do you reckon you can make it 4, make it 5?
Yeah, hopefully we can make it 5.
And the team overall looking quite... I saw Max had some pretty good times in the second session as well. Does that help the cause in a way to have more red and white karts up at the front?
Yeah, I think it helps quite a lot. Obviously, us having more karts at the front, it gives us an advantage with maybe trying to push away and get that gap and just make everybody's life a little bit easier.
Last round of the season, of course, for the British. What's in the future? What's next after this weekend for you?
I think hopefully I'll get a ticket for IWF and start testing for that, and then after that we'll just keep testing ready for next year.
Good stuff. George, thanks for your time. We'll see you later on. As I say, it's another big part of this weekend that you have got those IWF tickets for the trip to Valencia up for grabs. You've got seeded plates up for grabs this weekend as well. Let's whip on down to premium karting, because there are 2 drivers. We talked to Gus Lawrence earlier. 2 drivers in this awning as well this weekend, going for that British title in Senior X30 in the shape of Harrison Whitcomb and Freddie Lloyd. Freddie Lloyd, I've got to say, looking really, really good in terms of form. Won here in WMKC a few weeks ago, had a very good result last weekend at Marienburg for the IAME Euro Series. I quite like, in a way, the position Harrison Whitcomb is in, because he can go full out, full attack for this weekend, knowing that he's still within range of potentially, nabbing that British title away from his teammate and from Gus Lawrence. We'll have a very quick chat with the Welshman before we wrap up. Harrison, it's been a roller coaster season. It in some ways feels a very long time since that double victory at Warden Law. But thinking back to round 1, 2, does that give you the confidence and the belief almost that, you know, you can get those results in this weekend and that British title could still be yours?
Yeah, I mean, we've struggled ever since Warden. I think we were getting stuff wrong with the pressure quite a bit. We were going a bit too low on the pressure, but last weekend at Whilton, we changed the pressure up and we looked really, really quick, a bit like Warden. So, yeah, I'll try to replicate it again and see if I can win my first British title. Fantastic. Sorry we can't speak to you for longer, Harrison, but best of luck for the weekend. That is going to wrap us up. Oh, one thing that I will say, Evolve Motorsport, best of luck to Luca Narroway this weekend. He's not been very well over the course of the summer holidays, so we do wish Luca a lot of good luck. He's been medically cleared to race here this weekend, so we just wanted to mention that before we wrap up. Right, I said it was going to be a quick fire round of the paddock. We'll be back tomorrow, of course, with the paddock show. Don't forget, we've got our Wera Tools wheel change challenge as well. Rocker Lee and Shenton still your leader in that one, and of course a full round of action where British champions will be crowned here tomorrow at Wilson Mill. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.